Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. We got a video today for modern dating here. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway. Do you not have money for something nicer?
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course. Give me my phone back.
Are you recording? You think this is funny?
My man.
I don't think this girl deserves me.
Nope, she
He
doesn't,
took her
brother.
to the subway on the first date, and she thought that it wasn't at her level, and it backfired.
Please stop spending your money on these women. Taking them.
That's what we've been telling you guys. Stop it. Money is so hard to earn, so hard to keep, so hard to save. Why are you just throwing it away on women that don't give you any attention, don't give you any reciprocation, no sex, no nothing? Value your money more than you actually value these women, guys. Come on. It's much harder to earn the money, especially a lot of money.
On dates, buying them gifts, trying to impress them. They don't like you.
Nope,
Okay?
they don't.
And it's a terrible financial mistake. Let me show you why.
Show me, girl.
Let's start by saying that this concept should be very well understood by everyone, okay? I'm just going to show you mathematically why it's an awful decision. So we're just going to start off with literally a basic relationship plane, all right? So right here, this is the line that shows what a woman will expect from you, what she will try to make you do to win her over or spend time with her, have access to her in any regard, okay? And yes, it is downward sloping. This one means attraction level, how much the woman likes you. That could be sexually, romantically, anything that is driving her to want to have access to you, okay? So obviously, attraction level and expectation, they have an opposite relationship, right?
True.
Inverse relationship. So
This woman is speaking facts. The more attractive you are, doesn't have to be looks. It could be status. It could be how you carry yourself, your personality, your money, of course. All these things add to your attraction level. The more you're attractive, the less women expect from you. That is exactly what this chart is showing, right? When you butt ugly, which is like right over here, you know, they expect the world. But as you grow, gain status, gain money, a nicer car, a nice house, learn how to speak to people, your attraction slowly goes up. And the less you have to do to get women. Plain and simple.
the more a woman is attracted to you, the less she will expect from you. So, okay, maybe you didn't buy her the perfect gift that she wanted, but she's just happy you thought about her at all. Okay?
Correct.
Or maybe, you didn't spend $200 on that date like social media says you're supposed to. You only spent $50, but really she's just happy to be there, okay?
We all know this is accurate, and this is the reason simps are required to go above and beyond just to prove themselves to them, while Chads and Tyrone don't have to do anything, but still are able to get everything they want. And in some cases, these guys get cash from modern women.
Story time. Yesterday or so, I had a conversation with a young girl, 19, at the cafe. She came and sat down to me for the first time because she was always scared of me because I look intimidating. Again, I always have a fucking mean face everywhere I go, and it doesn't really change. So when I was sitting there, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I want to talk. I've been wanting to talk to you, but I was intimidated, blah, 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 blah." And then she tells me her story, because all the girls tell me their story, because women love telling their story. This is why I love going to the cafe. I literally learn about 3 or 4 stories and just everything. She tells me about the guy that she's seeing and all these things. And I always tell everybody this. I wish I was wrong. I really do. I don't want to be right all the time. But when it comes to these things and when people tell me stories, I've almost never been wrong. I can usually pick from what you say and pretty much surmise what the hell's going on. She tells me, "Oh, I'm like, do you have a boyfriend? No. I'm like, okay, do you want to be a side chick then? She's like, no. And I'm like, but she's like, I want a long-term boyfriend. I want someone to take care of me and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. So what's your dating history? Well, there's this one guy that brought me to this industry, and I'm still messing with him and this and that. So I'm like, so you're in a situationship? She's like, yeah, you can call it that. I'm like, okay, so you're fucking this guy, and she's like, yeah, but he doesn't want to cuff me or like, put any labels on it. So, and she was like, and I asked her, is he sleeping with other women? And she was like, no. And I'm like, what makes you think that he's not? The man pretty much showed you into this industry, this world, probably gets some kind of financial gain from you, which he did. I wasn't sure. I said it, but she admitted it. And you are infatuated with this man. You want this man to cuff you, but yet this man put you into this industry. You know this man is not a good man, but you still want him. She had to stop the conversation. She stopped. She was like, I know this is exactly what I was thinking about. I've been thinking about this all like for a while. It's nice to hear it from somebody else, right? And I'm like, and I could tell she's already breaking down. She's already like about to tear up. She's already like, oh my God, this guy's telling me all the things I don't want to hear, but I expect these in my mind. This is exactly that. Like the women's expectation of good looking Chads are nothing. She doesn't expect him to do anything. She actually gave him 1/3 of her salary at the cafe every week. The man was making like $700 a week because he showed her the industry. In my head, I straight up said, man, I should have been a pimp. It would have been much easier and more money. But yeah, I digress.
So, conversely, the less a woman is attracted to you, the more she will be expecting from you, okay? In her head, she's thinking, why am I even entertaining you when I have bills, things to do, friends, places to be, etc., right? So in her head, to compensate for her time, she needs something that's greater than what she would have done with it otherwise, because she don't really like you, okay?
Key statement: they don't like you. Never understand dudes that go on dates where you gotta hassle to get her on the date. The second she don't want to go on the date, she don't exist.
Yep.
The more she likes you, the more rules she breaks for you. The less she likes you, the more rules she makes for you.
Yep.
Always remember this, fellas. Just date who likes you. It's that simple.
Agreed.
All those expectations are for people they don't like. Trust. Very bad financial mistake. I learned it the very hard way.
I'm sure a lot of us learned it the hard way. We were just taught, oh, women are nice, soft creatures. We got to take care of them. We got to pay for them. And they turn out to be freaking devils or succubuses.
To be honest, I am glad that she took the time to put this information on paper, as it might help those who still weren't able to get it, even though it has been said numerous times. I know some people are visual, they need to see things, and this is how they learn. Hopefully, this will serve as a lesson so those guys stop wasting their time and money on people who are not on the same page, those who pretend to be interested, but in reality just want free attention and validation. Any guys trying hard to get women's attention should ask themselves the following question: why aren't Chads required to do this much to get the attention they get? We have seen many videos where women complain about Chad they spend their money on. In many occasions, they travel to other countries or states to see him, only to get ghosted or ignored. But still, they are willing to do more for the same guy. So, why are other guys required to empty their bank accounts just to prove themselves, while she is the one doing all the investment when dealing with Chad? Why are you the one who will have to take her to the top restaurant in the city? The answer is there, but only those who are real with themselves will be able to see it. And
pretty much. Even me, guys, like, I'll go on dates and, set up a date, and some women are like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like, can we do dinner? As soon as they say can we do dinner? Because I usually try to do a lunch thing, a nice little simple thing. And as soon as I don't deserve dinner? No, you don't. Bye.
Those who decide to turn a blind eye to this information will continue to unnecessarily spend their money. As she said, this is simple. If you notice that she expects a lot from you, it means that her interest level is low, so it's up to you to decide whether you want to engage in that type of dynamic.
Instead of appreciating the date he organized, she decided to call him out on it, as it wasn't at her level, but it backfired.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway.
What's wrong with Subway?
Do you not have money for something nicer?
What a polite question to ask on a first date.
You do not have enough money for something nicer. I do. I just don't have enough money for you.
I thought we were gonna go do something else on this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
My
Oh
God.
my.
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
At least he
Oh! I didn't really hear that part in the beginning. She really did say that. Oh. Well, guys, they're telling us. This is why I love to say, just let women tell on themselves.
complain about her honesty. She was straight to the point. Now all the cards are on the table, and it's up to him to decide what he wants to do with this information.
See, that's why I brought you to Subway. To see what your true character was.
I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer.
Are they trying to say that they wouldn't have done that otherwise?
Right? You're not gonna get up and shower and clean yourself when you on a normal day? Trash.
And where do you work?
Papa John's.
That makes sense. Let me guess, you're a delivery driver?
Yes.
Pitiful.
The phrase, those that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, comes to mind.
I don't think you should be worried about dating. I think you should be worried about your light bill. Because clearly you couldn't take me somewhere nicer, so I'm not interested.
Well, don't they seem just charming?
You work at fucking Papa John's.
Because I would give you anything you wanted.
But a date to Subway, huh?
I got
You know,
this
that really proves to me how much you wanted me and how much you valued my time.
I think he was smart for choosing that place for their first date. It gave him the opportunity to know more about her. Those vital information wouldn't be disclosed if they went to a posh place.
True.
I wanted to get to know you.
At least that part, it seems, is going rather well.
Why does it matter where I take you? I don't have to take you to a steakhouse just to get to know you.
Give me my phone back.
Are you recording?
Yep.
You think this is funny?
Give me my phone back.
I don't think this girl deserves me.
Nope,
And
she
I,
doesn't,
for
brother.
one, am inclined to agree.
Wearing a beanie on a date is all I needed to see.
Yeah, right.
I don't think this girl deserves me. What a king. Bro matched her energy immediately and I loved it.
Same.
Dude found out everything he needed to know at Subway. My first date with my now wife was for an ice cream. Best $10 I've spent. My first date with my husband was a walk. No food, no...
Remember, pho, guys. Pho is pretty cheap. Even if you pay for the dates, maybe like $30 for pho. You can't really order too much extra at pho, especially if you go to a pho place that only serves pho, which is one of my favorite places. They don't serve any other appetizers. They don't serve anything other than pho and tea drinks. So, yeah, you really can't spend too much money there.
No money, just time spent to talk. We ended up walking and talking for 2 hours. Been together 6 years. Based on her energy and expectations, I believe the best place he should have taken her to would be Papa John's where he works, and use the employee discount to pay for their food. That alone would have saved him some money, and he would be able to get the information he needed without having to leave his workplace. One of the good things he did in this interaction was match the vibe she was giving. It made her understand that he is a confident man who knows how to position himself, and I am pretty sure she wasn't ready for that reaction.
This is for him. My man.
I don't know what outcome she expected from this date. It seems like people are viewing relationships as a way to get their financial load off of their back, and this mindset is changing our dating scene. And it got to the point where they no longer feel uncomfortable stating their intention when meeting guys for the first time. Did you notice what she said in this part of the video?
Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
I don't know what outcomes she expected after
Right,
that revelation. We know most women would want to find a provider, someone to take care of the family, but it hits differently when they are blunt and put in the guy's face the first time they meet. It will definitely make him feel like there isn't a genuine interest from her side, and this information would eventually change his perspective related to that interaction. Nobody wants to be in a position where their date tells them that they are on it only for the money. But at the end of the day, she did him a favor by giving him that information as it helped him to decide what to do next. It's better now than later when things are more complicated.
Crazy for a man to try to use a woman for a free meal. Like, what do you?
Why is that? Whoa, why is that crazy? We both eat.
Men who can afford it.
My whole thing is, it's just, again, I say it to the women, but it's just like, if you don't have money and you're broke, you should not be dating.
No.
Same with you, ladies. Who's really the broke, dusty, musty, crusty one when you're requiring someone to not be broke? It's probably because you're broke and you don't want to date someone like yourself, you damn brokey.
Be trying to sign up.
I'm talking about being hungry.
I'm talking about.
Then we could be friends, and I will buy you a meal as my friend. Why are we on a date? You're in no position to be in a relationship.
But I'm in no position to be in a relationship that we're going to be 50-50 in, that we're going to be equals in.
Well, I wouldn't be in that dynamic.
You don't want to be an equal with your partner.
I want to be equal with my partner, but I feel like my philosophies I have for myself, I have for my partner. So my philosophy for myself is I need to be able to provide for myself before I join lives with somebody else. If you're in a position where you cannot afford to eat, I will help you as a friend, but that means that you shouldn't be in a predicament to.
But that's not what I'm saying, because I'm able to provide for myself because I showed up to the date alive. Okay, so I've clearly been eating.
This sounds like there's some deeper problems.
No, it's not a deeper problem. I'm asking a serious question because it's okay for us to spend money on y'all, right? Mm-hmm. But y'all don't want to spend money on us.
Nope.
Women date while broke all the time, though. I actually had ladies who have gotten me food when we went out on a date because they were givers. I'm forever grateful for these women opening my eyes to show that when a woman likes you, she will take care of you in little ways as well.
True.
I've never seen a woman or heard a woman take a man out on a date when they first meet. Her buying a man a meal doesn't mean he's broke or unable to take care of himself. I would agree with her statement if it applies to both sides. Anyone who can't afford or isn't willing to pay for their meal shouldn't waste their time trying to meet people. They have a better issue to solve. They need to sort their finances first, and when things get better, they can think about meeting someone.
I can agree with that.
I'm in no position to be in a relationship that we're going to be 50-50 in, that we're going to be equals in.
Well, I wouldn't be in that dynamic.
You don't want to be an equal with your partner.
I want to be equal with my partner, but I feel like
They tell them
She
so,
definitely
guys.
wants to be equal to her partner, but not in this department. When it comes to this matter, she wants to be on her feminine side and let the man lead. Equality isn't a good topic when the finances are on the table. It was interesting that she doesn't want to pay for a guy's meal as it indicates that he is broke. But those aren't linked.
So we pay for your girls' meals all the time. Are you broke, dusty, musty, crusties? Of course! And we still date you.
A woman can buy the guy she is talking to a plate of food as a gesture to show that she also cares and is interested in him. Her mindset will eventually bring some challenges to her dating life, especially if she wants to deal with confident men, as they also have standards and expectations, and one of those is the reciprocation of the energy they put in. So as soon as they realize that she is a taker, they will be out.
In the next video, we have the perfect example of the side effects of simps action. This is what happens when they have their DM full of simps giving free attention and validation.
We need to stop dating ugly men. We're feeding into their delusions. They think they can pull every one of us now.
At this point,
This 3, maybe 4, just because you're Asian. Shut the fuck up.
I do understand why she decided to make this video. Why wouldn't she when there is a huge flood of simps on her DM showering her with free attention? As long as those guys keep using this strategy to get women's attention, we're going to have more and more videos like this. We already know what they are telling her, and it probably led her to believe that she is the best in the world. I am pretty sure that most of us would have the same mindset. If we had the same level of free attention she is getting from simps, that would have made us delusional as well. Imagine having many women in your DM, sending you cash for no reason, offering you gifts and trips just to have the opportunity to be by your side.
I mean, it would inflate one's ego, men or women.
I know that would have made you think that you are the man, and it clearly explains her video. The way things are going, we will definitely see many more videos like this. And we know it won't stop as long as simps keeps giving them a false idea of their SMV.
Self-improvement.
Welcome to our self-development section. Today we will talk about another very important step that you can't ignore or skip if you want to achieve anything in your life. You need to understand that there is no way you will be able to make it if you want to avoid this step. This is what separates you from your goals and dreams. In other words, you are on one side, whatever you want to achieve is on another side, and that step is in the middle. So you will need to go through it if you want to reach your goal.
That's it. That's the magic pill. That is probably why you don't have what you want or whatever you say you want in this life. The unfortunate reality of the situation is most things worth having are on the other side of an overwhelming degree of consistency for an extraordinary period of time. How did I build social media platforms combined to over 1 million people? Consistency. I haven't missed a post in over a year. How did I
My man.
build a physique that I was proud of? Consistency. I have only missed a handful of workouts in 7 or 8 years. That is not sexy, it is not fun most of the time, but that doesn't make it less true. The thing that you want most is either going to be difficult, boring, or both, as my friend Backstage says. It is the unfortunate truth, and you're not having it, you don't have it yet, because you cannot stick to something for an extraordinary period of time without...
Like, guys, I do 7 videos a day. Like, film 7 videos a day. Do you not think I get bored? Do you not think I'm tired of watching some of these TikToks, some of these YouTubes? Of course, I get tired of it here and there, but that doesn't change my goal. My goal is still to be somewhere beyond that wall, beyond that extra that you need to work on. It's been almost 2 years. I can give it another 5 years. It's perfectly fine. I'm good. I'm good to go. The consistency, guys. It does help that a man somewhat enjoys what he does. So if you're into carpentry, you're into plumbing, you're into a lot of these things, it does make a difference. But consistency. There's plenty of plumbers that only need to be plumbers for 5 years, learn enough things, and then can start their own business and just start grinding out their own business. But it's going to take them another 10 years, maybe even less. We don't know. But consistency.
Without the immediate payoff or result. The world belongs to those who can work without seeing the result of their continued work. If you can...
I'm sorry, I interrupt this one a little bit more. I did not get paid for over a year. For about a year doing this YouTube. I got monetized around like a month and a half, but I didn't turn it on because I wanted to grow faster. So I thought growing faster, I should just keep monetization off. So I just didn't get paid for a little bit under a month, or I'm sorry, a little bit under a year. So I just did YouTube for free for about a year. Did I get paid? Did I know I was going to get paid? Did I think things were going somewhere? I didn't know I was going to get paid. I was hoping things would go somewhere, but I still wasn't getting paid. Most people would have gave up after a month or two of not getting paid, not getting any traction. It's okay. This is why you don't quit your other jobs. This is why I still had 2 other jobs when I was doing YouTube for my first year. And then after I got paid, it was a significant amount of money. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can reduce one of my jobs, just bring it down and then work on one job, YouTube, and a whole bunch of side things that, can relate to other things. So
just extend your time horizons on your goals and stick to something for an incredible amount of time, you'll probably have what you want.
Agreed.
Just don't stop showing up. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
I'm sure most of us know about it already, but for some reason the majority either don't want to do it or think they can find a shortcut to their desired destination. But this is not the way to go about it. You need to be willing to follow the proper order of things, and this is when you will be able to achieve the success you want. Many people like to compare themselves to those who already made it, and many call them lucky for achieving the level of success they have, not realizing that a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of dedication, and late hours are behind what they call lucky. Unless you are somehow blessed with something that changes your life, you need to understand that it will require a certain level of effort and dedication to get whatever you want. We can take the gym, for example. We know most would want to have a great body, but only those who are willing to put the work in daily will be able to get the body they want. Your dream shape won't be achievable by going to the gym once or twice per week. That is not possible, and the same principles apply to other things in life, especially when it comes to big achievements.
It's just sad to me seeing young women nowadays have no decorum, no nothing in like society nowadays. They just say whatever they want, whenever they want, without thinking about any repercussions of their words. Really? Yeah, I came here for money. Well then, I came here to show you off. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Because you guys have to chat.